Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
You top of the morning to everybody, man. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. Gotta make sure I can be heard. Let's make sure. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, that's it right there. Y'all heard it. Look at me, boy. Lips greasy as chicken. I'm excited to be in the building with y'all today. I don't know what's going on in my life this morning. I'm just excited, man. It's a thoughtful Thursday, man. We are up. We trying to figure out what Thursdays are worth. What the point of Thursdays is. We haven't quite figured that out yet, but we still here. This is See You in the Morning. Welcome to another edition. What See You in the Morning is my horrible idea to get up around the 7:30-ish hour. Get up and get online around 7:30-ish in the morning. I'm going to start to See You in the evening. I might do that once a week, See You in the evening, just so people can get a chance to a glimpse of me later on in the day. But See You in the morning at 7:30-ish. 7:30-ish. I get up around that time in the 7:30 area, and I tell y'all way too much of my personal business, go way too deep into my real life is what I do. So I talk about stuff that happens to me in real life, and sometimes y'all listen. Every blue moon, y'all listen. So that's what I do. Not a lot of consistency to this show, even though today's show I actually have a theme. It's a continuation of last Thursday's show. I brought up a subject last Thursday to talk about today, and I remembered it. Yay, go Dory. Go Dory. I actually remembered it. So the only thing that happens on this show that's consistent is me speaking. I get up in the morning, I speak to everybody. If you speak to me, I'm going to speak back to you. If I ain't sleeping with you, I'm speaking with you. So I'm going to go ahead and do the speaking thing. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that may be controversial before we really get into the show. Thinking about shortening the show down to like 30 minutes. This hour of power has been good, but maybe get down to 30 minutes to keep y'all intent, keep the show tight. Because for what I've been hearing, people like it when it's tight. When it's tight, it's right. It loses its juice when it gets too loose. When it's tight, it's right. Y'all, that's what I've been told. I don't know personally. I've been told if it's tight, it's right. It loses its juice when it gets too loose. But we'll talk about that later on another day. That's what we're going to have in our organizational meetings. Me and IT and all us going to sit around and talk. But speaking of people, the mythical morning medals, the triple M's is what I give out. First three people that speak to me. Getting the bronze this morning is Melissa Kutha like Luther. Melissa Kutha, good morning. Winning in the silver is my man Snoop, good morning. And with the gold, I think 2 days in a row is TT. Tiny and Tasty, Miss Crystal Pennell. Shout outs to TT in the building with the gold, silver, the Snoop, and the bronze, the Melissa Kutha like Luther. And almost getting the medal. Coming in with the aluminum fourth is Miss Cynthia Madkins. Also here is Wendy, Eva Tay, Betty Burnett's in the building, Letitia, Tina's in the building, Wilberta, Marche is here, Sandra is in the Sandra. I know she never corrects me, so I don't know which one it is. And to be honest, I'll probably forget. Either way, Ronald Cross is in the building. T. Mitch is in the building. My girl Z. Helen is in the building. Latoya is in the building. Stara. Kimberly, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lynette. When it's tight as right was the first thing you heard. You know, you turned in. Kimberly Harris, good. I'm gonna miss it sometime if it's on the 30 minutes. Okay, Z, I got you. I will keep, and this is the whole thing. I keep pushing because of y'all. Hey, a lot of times I be like, listen, what's up to me? The show be about 6-7 minutes long. I get on, say good morning, and I get off. But y'all keep me going. Oh, y'all keep me swinging. Bum bum, swing it on up. Swing it on up. All right, so I'll keep it moving. I'll keep it moving. Good morning, April. Good morning. Just want to give y'all the daily update on my butt cheeks. Cheeks are doing all right. Cheeks is feeling fine. I made some adjustments to my bicycle. A lot of people try to figure out why I would just start talking about my cheeks. People want to know why I talk about my cheeks so much. I just started cycling, riding a bicycle. So the biggest adjustment in your life is going to be your cheeks. Going to prison and riding a bicycle, same thing. You got your first adjustment is protecting your cheeks. You got to make sure your cheeks stay strong. So I've been riding yesterday. Yesterday, I rode about 7 miles on the bike yesterday. 7 miles on the bike yesterday. Protected the cheeks first. I got good cheek protection. I got some gel pads back there. I don't want to have to do a BBL. So I'm out there. I'm still riding. Cheeks is protected. Doing pretty well there. Can't do all the stuff I used to be able to do as a kid. As a kid, man, I could ride one-handed, no-handed. Is out there throwing up gang signs, talking on the phone. Can't do it. Old age and lots of weight. Old age and a lot of weight, it makes it difficult for. But what I have learned is that riding the bike makes you kind of appreciate nature a little bit. You start going out and seeing stuff in nature that you didn't see before. Now that is one of the things that was an unexpected consequence of riding the bike. I did not know that I would start enjoying some of the stuff. Like I get outside, I didn't even really know birds existed. I'd be outside riding the bike, I hear birds in the background. I'd be like, I didn't even know we had birds. I was riding through one area of the city the other day, and there were squirrels out, all kinds of wildlife. I was like, this is crazy. Oh, get me a helmet cam. That's all right. I got a GoPro. I got to go. Maybe that's a great idea, Snoop. One day I'm going to do biking. We're going to go out on the bike and we're going to see the show on the road. But it's nice. I get out there. So recently I've been driving down to the waterfront. I'll put the bike in my truck, drive that down to the waterfront, and I'll ride down there. And it's just a different feeling, man. You get to see the boats. It's like living somewhere else. And I know I've never been white, but I feel like on that bicycle riding through town, I feel a little bit whiter. I feel a lot whiter. I feel Caucasian. I've started doing stuff that I ain't never had a chance to do. Like I ride out in traffic without looking. It's nothing whiter than that. It's nothing whiter than that. You just ride right out in the traffic. Just ride out. Don't even look. I've noticed that's one of the things that I think when people start talking about white privilege, I think they got it all wrong. Real, true white privilege is the ability to walk out in traffic and do whatever you want to do. I made 3 people angry. My comment made 3 people mad. I don't know why that made them mad, but it did. I just go in. I just go right on out there and just rock out in the traffic. I've seen it at all the stores. You ever go to the store, you drive down on the ocean front, they walk out in the street. They really believe that being a pedestrian is a superpower. Like we really gotta stop because they walked out in the street. Black people are taught from a young age, look both ways 3-4 times. You got to, there's a black kid, that's one of the first things I learned. I don't even think they teach white children that. They teach them pedestrians have the right of way, which is a traffic rule. that they had it right away. But I'm telling you right now, they walk right out there in that street. Just walk right on out. Don't even look. Be mad. Hey, I am walking. They mad at you. I'd be like, hey, I was doing 60 in this 25. Ain't nobody tell you to walk out in front of me. Court board. Go down there for Virginia Beach Town Center. I'm down there when I perform at the Funny Bone a lot. I always get in that little cross. When I'm leaving the garage, I come out of that garage and get ready to cross the street. I'm always looking to make sure traffic's gonna stop. I know it's a crosswalk there, and I know they supposed to stop, but I'm gonna look first. Because here's what I understand. I realize there's a lot of people leaving Cheesecake Factory with food. Nothing makes you drive more recklessly than food in your car. When you got new food in your car, your only goal is to get home while that food still tastes good. That's your only goal. You get some food in your car, no matter where you go. Your immediate goal is, I got to get this home while it's still piping hot, while it's still fresh. I got to get it home before it tastes bad. I got to get it home before it tastes bad. You get some, look, McDonald's French fries have a bag life of maybe 6 minutes. Maybe. You get in that car with that McDonald's, you got 6 minutes before them fries is done. They're uneatable, inedible. You let a McDonald's French fry get cold if you want to. It's inedible. You got to start NASCAR driving. You got to make a choice. Either you start eating in that car or you get home as fast as you possibly can. George said fried crabs. See, I can't eat fried crabs. I don't have that in my life. There's a lot of people that be like, they feel sorry for me because I can't eat fried crab. My homeboy was like, what do you do in the summer? Eat chicken? Same thing I eat in the winter, spring, and fall. Y'all crab people, y'all do too much. Y'all do all that to go and fight a piece of crab to get half an inch of meat. You got to eat 600 crabs to be almost full. Y'all do too much for crabs. Y'all like crab is the greatest meal ever. That's why it's a crab boil on every corner now. And it's getting ridiculous. It's starting to get ridiculous. The number of crab boils. Where are they getting all these crabs from? Y'all ain't eating real crabs. Those are lab-grown crabs. Those crabs are from a young lady in Baltimore. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. When we was growing up, it was like 3 restaurants that sold crabs. You had to fight to find some crabs. You had to go on a hunt, a search. Now it's crab boils on every corner. Every corner. They constantly opening this. A new crab place opening up tomorrow. Where are they getting all these crabs from? And I've said it before. I said it before, and I stated, and I believe it. You just gonna go eat a trash bag full of crabs. Y'all gonna let them tell you that's good. That's good eating. Yeah, just throw them all in a bag. Yeah, just throw as many crabs as you can in a bag. Put a potato in there. And just for good measure, throw in a boiled egg. Throw in a boiled egg. What is the egg even there for? The egg don't even know why it's there. Since when have we thrown our whole meal in a bag? Crab boil. Ain't nobody doing a steak boil. Hey man, just throw some steak, some French fries, and a boiled egg in a bag and just boil it and let it go. It's crazy. You gotta now. Yeah, now people who eat the food fresh out so it depends on the restaurant you go to. Most of the time, you go to McDonald's, even when you just get your food, it's not gonna be hot. That's always surprises me when I get hot food from McDonald's. I just don't expect it. When I go to McDonald's, and I very rarely go, when I go to McDonald's, I don't expect my food to be hot. I don't know what happens at Burger King anymore because I don't know anybody that goes to Burger King on purpose. I think my son is the only person I know that still enjoys Taco Bell. He still enjoys it. Like he chooses Taco Bell. I say to him, hey man, look, let's go to a Plaza Azteca 619. Yeah, I'll take Taco Bell. Wait, why? And Taco Bell costs more than real Mexican restaurant. I don't even understand it. A good taco from Taco Bell used to be 39 cents. 39 cents. Taco Bell taco, 39 cents. That's all you had. Now Taco Bell taco, $6 for a Taco Bell taco. Y'all done lost y'all minds. Taco Bell done lost their mind. I'm not going on principle. I refuse to go. I'm telling you, I have not eaten Taco Bell for myself since February of 2023. Now the cinnamon twist is amazing. Now those are delicious. The cinnamon twist is a delicacy, but I can't see myself just going going there just to get cinnamon twist. I can't see that in my life. You got to know which McDonald's to go to for fresh food. That's too much. You have to go on a hunt to find fresh food. Ace Brian, you also a Chiefs fan. You don't really know. First of all, you from New York, New Jersey. Y'all don't really know what good food is anyway. I ain't gonna lie to you. The further north you go, the more garbage the food can be, and y'all accept it. Once you get past Philadelphia, all the food is garbage. It ain't nothing. The northern states, what do you go? Okay, lobster. You go to Maine to get lobster. You can get lobster anywhere. The North is not known for cooking. Once we got finished with slavery, once we got away from that, we also forgot how to cook. Freedom came with a price. Harriet Tubman ain't take no cookbooks with her, the freedom. Y'all forgot how to cook after that. Once you get past Philadelphia, there ain't nothing up there to eat. Y'all keep acting like bagels and pizza. They made pizza. Well, Sam's Club got amazing pizza. Y'all ain't. I'm not going to New York to get no pizza. And if we can be 100% honest, New York pizza is overrated. Chicago deep dish is the only pizza I think is worth going somewhere for. You don't believe me, man? You can fight your Uncle Michelle. New York pizza is overrated. It ain't nothing but Tombstone pizza. It's DiGiorno. You can get that anywhere. Sam's Club pizza, #1, top of the line pizza. It's a top of the line pizza. Ain't nothing in New York or New Jersey make me want to eat. You eat because you got to up there. Junior's cheesecake, Now Chicago, it's different out there. That Chicago, the Chicago's so good, they just was like, hey, it's July 4th weekend. Let's give them a little bit. July, the taste of Chicago. I can't wait to go to the taste of Chicago. Now, I don't know whether I'll be able to survive. It's a little dangerous out there. But the taste of Chicago, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to the taste of Chicago. I'll be back in New York. I just booked New York. I'll be back up there in June and in July. So Ace, you can try to take me to it. I can take you to it. And that's the whole thing with people up there. They always be like, no, you just not going to the right spot. Good food should be easily accessible. You shouldn't have to go on a hunt. You should be able to find good food easily accessible. Shouldn't be that hard. The North just ain't got it. Out West, definitely don't know how to cook. It ain't no food. LA, Hollywood, listen. I knew I was in a bad place. I knew I was in a bad place when I went to LA. I'm in LA. This is a true story. I'm in LA, and I'm in what they call a table read. That means whenever you have a script for a movie or a TV show or play, they have people come in and we sit around the table. This is exactly what they call a table read. You sit around the table and you read it out. You have people read each line. You're not acting it out. You're just kind of reading it so that we can get the gist of it, see if it's any good, see how the script works, where we can kind of fix it. We had a table read. They feeding us during the table read. So we break for lunch. They brought sandwiches for everybody. They were like, hey, what kind of sandwich you want? And went around and asked, we got your traditional turkey, turkey, ham, Italian. We doing sandwiches, not from Subway. We got a sandwich spot that we doing. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm getting my sandwich. I order my little sandwich. I probably order turkey. Might have been an Italian because I like the Italian sub. I think that's the best sub. I don't count a Philly cheesesteak as a sub. I think this cheesesteak is a whole different situation. New Yorkers love the chopped cheese. Overrated. Chopped cheese is overrated. It's just a hamburger. You ain't doing nothing but cut up a hamburger. You just cut up a hamburger. All you did was chop up a hamburger. So it's what? But I'm in LA. They give us these sandwiches. So we get sandwiches, and everybody knows. That's all it is. Everybody knows when you get a sandwich, you get some chips. So our sandwiches come. I'm like, where's the chips? Where's the cookie? Sandwich come. It's like, where's the chips? Everybody like, where's the chips? They were like, we don't have no chips for y'all, but here's some seaweed. And the whole room lights up. Oh, great. We got seaweed. And I was like, why? Why do we have seaweed? Why are we eating seaweed instead of chips? This is when I knew LA was messed up. And when I knew LA was I knew LA didn't know what they were doing. Seaweed though. Then they kept trying to tell me how you ain't never ate seaweed. No, I've never been stranded on a desert island. I ain't never been out in the middle of the ocean where my only choice is to eat this seaweed. Seaweed is disgusting. They tried to tell me seaweed was good. And I said, you know why it's so much seaweed? Because even fish won't eat seaweed. I was like, this is terrible. You can get all the edamame you want, but I can't get no chips. LA is on a different level. LA is different. LA, out of all the cities I've ever been to in my life, and I've been to most of the large metropolitan cities. LA is the only city that I don't feel comfortable in. Growing up in Portsmouth has prepared me for any city. I go to New York, I feel fine. I go to New Jersey, I feel good. I'm talking about in the hood, whatever. I even been to the Bahamas. I was in the hood in the Bahamas. Like, I'm good. Jamaica, all of those places, I'm fine. I know how to maneuver. I look like I belong there. I don't stick out like a sore thumb. Everything is gravy. I know how to move. I can see where it's trouble. My spider sense goes off. Bloop, 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 bloop. No, don't go there, cuz. LA, can't figure LA out. Everybody pretentious. Avocado. It's avocado on everything in Los Angeles. There is avocado on everything. It's nothing but avocado. I don't even like avocado. They put avocado. You can find 1 million avocados. But I can't get no sugar in my tea. Nobody got sweet tea in the restaurants. I learned that the further west you go, the lesser chance you got of getting sweet tea. When I hit Colorado, I was like, let me get a sweet tea. They looked at me like I was crazy. You mean lemonade? No, I mean sweet tea. Where my sweet tea at? Y'all don't put shit. It's crazy. A lot of people like avocado. Now, since I've really cut out, now I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't know if this is going to be true or not. But I've cut out sugary drinks. Like I ain't drinking. See, Uptown. See, now there you go right there. Now, Uptown, for those of y'all who don't know, New Yorkers, they always got to put something in. Uptown is an Arnold Palmer. It's a lemonade sweet tea mix. It's a Sun Joy at Chick-fil-A. We just call it an Arnold Palmer. In New York and New Jersey, they call it an Uptown. They call it an Uptown. It's different. It's just a different area. I was getting ready to say something. I forgot what I was saying. Good morning, Dr. Fields Hines. Good morning to you, one of the premier principals in America. Good morning, Keith. I think a well-made Arnold Palmer could be the most delightful drink out there. Chick-fil-A got them, and now they messing with them. Chick-fil-A trying to do different flavor ones, man. Just stick to the basics. Well, nothing wrong with that Sun Joy. The Sun Joy is all you need. It's all you need. Now, I wanted to pick up on a conversation we had last Thursday. Y'all may have forgot about it. Last Thursday, we talked about the best male voices in music. Not necessarily the best artist. Not necessarily the best artist. Good morning, Gary. My man Gary Cashwell in the building. Not necessarily the best, the best selling artist, but we talked about best voices in the business. Tank, you can't get around Tank's voice. Now his proclivity with other men, that's his business. What he does in his spare time, who he sings for, that's a whole nother story. But Tank's still one of the better voices in the business. In fact, I think Tank is a better background vocalist than he is a lead vocalist. Luther Vandross, Golden Pipes. Luther Vandross was so good that Luther Vandross stole everybody else's song. And then it was no longer your song. Once Luther sang your song, it was Luther's song. Luther was the Debo of music. While he was fat. Skinny Luther left a little bit to be desired, but fat Luther was what you wanted. Kim, amazing voice. Horrible song selections. Left cows, you name me. Kim is, you put Kim on, you going to sleep. I'd be afraid to go to a Kim concert. I feel like I'm knocked out. 2 songs in. Best sleep of your life. You can't stay up. You can't stay away from Kim. Marvin, which Marvin? Oh, now Roberta, you just threw out Marvin. Now if you just throwing out Marvin, you got 3: Gay, Winans, Sapp. Gay, Marvin, Sapp. Gerald Levert was cool. Eddie, do too much. It's written all, the song's beautiful. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. You ain't got to say a word. Here come Eddie. Tell them what to do, say it. Eddie, why is you yelling, Eddie? Eddie only sang in Yale. He was recently here. I didn't go to the concert. I don't know if he still yells or not. But the song can't be smooth with Eddie Levert on it. Eddie Levert ain't making love. Eddie Levert is Mario. I don't know about that one. And then I was with you at first, Ace, but Mario I'm not going with. Tell them what to do, sing it. You don't have to say how much you love me, girl. You don't have to say how much you care for me. Like, why are you, Eddie? This ain't even, we sweet. This is a sweet song, Eddie. Eddie ain't making love. Eddie coming through. Yada. Zaccardi Cortez, amazing voice. Will Down, an amazing voice. We can talk about Kels. R. Kelly, not, we just talking vocally. R. Kelly's not top 10, not top 20. Songwriting, put him in there. Robert Kelly might be outside of James Jam and Terrence Lewis, Babyface. R. Kelly's up there. Teddy P. Will Downing. So we got many men. This week, we were supposed to talk about the ladies. Who are the ladies with the best voices? And we can go any genre. We can go any genre. I'm going to go ahead and say it. And we start talking about top 10, top 20 voices. Top 10, top 20 voices. Top 10, top 20 voices. Beyonce ain't even coming close. Beyonce not even going to get in there. Top 10 entertainers of all time. Beyonce, she said maybe number one, top two, and I'm not number two. Whitney Houston, The Voice. Whitney Houston. You got to understand how good of a singer Whitney Houston was and maintain that type of a pristine voice while still doing crack or cocaine, whichever one she was doing. Whitney Houston is amazing. I don't know if I'm putting Aretha Franklin. If there's voices that I have to have, I don't know if I'm putting Aretha Franklin in there. Success, yes, great songs, a great show. I don't know if I'm putting Aretha in there. I don't know if I'm putting Shaka in there. Brandy has been known by other singers. I've been around other singers, and I'm talking about real singers. And they consider Brandy to be the vocal Bible. They just be like, Brandy is what you want. You can't, they hands down. They be like, Brandy is one of the top vocalists of all time. Yolanda Adams, Alone in a Room. Listen, Yolanda out there. Mariah, I don't know. Can we be honest on Mariah? I hit or miss. Hit or miss. J Hud, absolutely. Absolutely. Kiki Wyatt, absolutely. You got, listen, y'all, if we not gonna be racially biased, Christina Aguilera, put her on any song. Christina Aguilera is there. Christina Aguilera is there. Minnie Riperton didn't give us enough. Minnie Riperton was from that one note. Everybody knows that one Minnie Riperton note. And people have had a hard time with it. This one hurts me. This one hurts me. And I'm going to tell you why. The Fantasia one hurts me. Because flat out singing Fantasia is amazing. I think Fantasia is an amazing vocalist. The power, the passion in her voice. Plus, Fantasia, I'm going to let y'all know, ladies, Fantasia is really the first big-time artist that every man felt like he could get with. Every guy felt like he could get Fantasia. Like, no, I could pull Fantasia. That one right there. Men know they can't talk to Beyonce. They be like, I can never get Beyonce. But guys feel like they could get Fantasia. Fantasia is right there. They be like, yeah, we could get her. Do we put her in the top of all time? Maybe. Kelly Clarkson? What are we even talking about right now? Kelly Clarkson, Celine Dion? What are we even discussing right here? Adele? Adalie? You talking about Adalie? Angelique, you own it. Pound for pound. Adalie is singing with any of them. Pound for pound. If we was gonna have a race singing battle, we the black delegation might have a hard time if they pull out Adele and Kelly Clarkson. If they pull both of them out, we gonna have some trouble. If they pull out Celine, Adele, and Kelly Clarkson, and what's the one that sings the gospel? Kirk Franklin brings her out all the time. There's another. If we're going vanilla versus chocolate, mayo versus barbecue. They starting 5. If you get them a starting 5 of Kelly Clarkson, Celine Dion, Christina, which side? I don't know what team Christina Aguilera would play on. I don't know where she would be. Kelly, Carrie, Adele, Tori Kelly. They top 5 is gonna be strong. I don't know what top 5. We got to come with Whitney. If we're gonna go 5 on 5, we got to go with Whitney. Whitney makes the top 5. Who are the other 4 that we put in there? No, Joe. It's not Cher. We're not doing Cher. Cher don't make it. Z said y'all pump faking. We left out Kelly Price. I don't know what y'all. Jasmine Sullivan is off the top. Deborah Cox don't count. She's Canadian. Deborah Cox, first of all, fantastic voice. Yeah, we just talk about top singers, Michelle. We ain't talking about record sales. We ain't talking about none of those things. We just talking about songs, singing, the ability to sing. One of my underrated singers is Marsha Ambrosia. I love Marsha. Listen to that first Marsha Ambrosia album. Not when she was with Floetry. After that, her own album. Her vocal range is crazy. Her writing is amazing. Marsha Ambrosia just underrated. So we going Whitney and Brandy. We going with them two. That shit. They in the top 5. Y'all keep trying to throw Aretha and Patty. No. Aretha and Patty, no. We going Brandy and Whitney. We got to go with the Baby Maker. We got to go with the Baby Machine. Kiki Wyatt. Might even be able to throw Chrisette in there. Chrisette is a monster. Chrisette, all her pre-Trump work. I'm mad at y'all for canceling Chrisette Michele. Now, Joyce, a lot of people talk about Tina Marie. I didn't get deep into the Tina Marie thing. I didn't get into it. Let us see. Michelle Ndegeocello. She be Kerry Washington her lips up. It's a wrap. And I used to feel this way, but a career running late and dealing with Marley's I used to feel like Lauryn Hill was top 5 dead or alive. You got to bring that down. Shantae Moore is so underrated vocally. Y'all keep throwing Tamela Mann in there. I don't even know if I put Tamela Mann top 5 when we start talking about gospel. And I love Tamela. I love Tamela Mann. I just feel like everything Tamela Mann cook will be delicious. I just believe Tamela Mann's got great pump fat. I think her pump fat is always, she got a saved woman's pump fat. When you put those feet in some heels, that pump fats. That fat overlaps the top of those shoes. I think she's great. Can we just be honest though? If we were honest, none of the R&B singers can do what the gospel singers do. R&B singers, they got nothing on these gospel singers. Star said y'all keep throwing Brandy in there because Brandy's a beast. Brandy's a beast. You may not like her songs. But Brandy is a monster. Oh, the Judge, Winona Judd and them. Country's different. Tamela still got a little bit of pump fat. You can't lose pump fat like that. Ooh, Kiki. Whoo, Kiki Sheard. Kiki had no choice but to be a singer. Betty Burnett said the only song. Did you not hear her on the Broken Hearted remix with Wanye? Well, she may be young, but she's wise enough to know that you don't fall in love overnight. That's why she thought if she took her time that everything in love would be right. But as soon as I closed my eyes, I was saying to love goodbye. But I guess I'm only lonely, brokenhearted. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping when you try to take anything from Brandy. Brandy on The Boy Is Mine. Yeah, the Clark sisters run a lot. But Kiki, I've seen Kiki sing, stand flat-footed and deliver. The Clark sisters like to run. That's what they do. Vicky and all of them, they like to run. Listen, I don't know why y'all, there would be no Brandy slander. No more empty conversation. Next time I will be totally sure. Can't have the pain of running in and out of love. It's more than my poor heart should endure. So I listens to all advice and remember next time I cry that I'm only lonely, brokenhearted. Life's not over. I can start again. Come on, man. Don't know what I'd ever do without you. From the beginning to the end, you've always been there right beside me. So I call you my best friend. Through the good times and the bad ones, whether I lose or if I win, I know one thing that never changes. And that's you as my best friend. Listen here. That right there can be gospel. That can be gospel. Have you heard her sing it? Janice, you done hit on something. A lot of people don't know who Vicky Yohe is. Vicky Yohe, I sat one day. Let me tell y'all something. I was at a church in New Jersey one time. And I just showed up at the church. And they sat me down and had me sit next to Vicky Yohe. And Vicky Yohe went up and sang flat-footed. Vicky Yohe went up flat-footed, white, in a black church. Vicky Yohe went up, stood there flat-footed, white as butter in a black church and killed it. I didn't know who the lady was. I had to take a picture with her. I like, listen here. I don't know who you are. Vicky Yohe. There are not There are not 5. If we can be honest, I don't think there's many R&B singers who can make the transition over to beat gospel and make it. Because here's the thing, R&B is different. R&B, you can make it as an R&B singer off of your look, off of a gimmick, off of just, something different. Right? There's no reason. Can we just be honest? There's no reason Keisha Cole should have had a career. There's no reason Ashanti should have had a career. If we just talking about singing, Keisha Cole ain't even really hitting that note in love. Oh, love. No. Keisha Cole's heart sounds like desperation and despair. There's nothing there. R&B, you can make it off of a look. If you get you some hips, you got a banging body, cute face, they'll put you out there. You got to be able to sing to make it in gospel. You can't sing, you can't make it. And then with gospel, that's the other side of it. That's how you know the music industry is what it is. With gospel, you don't have to have a look. You just got to be able to sing. And then when you can sing, if you don't have a look, then your album don't go across. Crystal Aiken, also in the cast of Churchy, which is on BET Plus right now. If you get a chance to go check it out, you can. I'm on that, and I play the role of Deacon Charles. Crystal Aiken is one of my background singers in Churchy. Crystal Aiken, she won Sunday's Best. A monster. Whether you like her personality or not, Kim Burrell, Leandria Johnson. Oh my God. Well, listen. If we really wanted to stop crime in America, we would just set up speakers all around and just have Leandria Johnson sing Lord Deliver Me. Even if you hadn't sinned recently, when she starts singing Lord Deliver Me, it's different. It's different. Stars, I don't even know what you basing it on at this point. If you hit me with an absolutely not on Kim Burrell, I don't know what you basing it on. Kim Burrell, voice-wise, her attitude and stuff, and she's got the body of a 97-year-old, but Kim can sing. Crystal Aiken is a beast. A beast. And we said Kiara, Kiki, that was my first gospel crush. When Kiara Shear got married, a lot of the straight men in the gospel community were upset. Because that was everybody's gospel. You wanted some Kiki. You wanted to get on that. Kiki was the one we thought we could get. I love the Campbell sisters. Mary, Erica, Tina, they great. I love them. They don't make that top level. Miranda Curtis. Read me my rights. Miranda Curtis, read me my rights. And you know what's so funny, man? So I think the state of music is in a great place. There's some amazing artists, especially on the gospel side. I don't know why we don't support gospel music the way that we support R&B music. Money Long, because that gave you one song. She's made more money in her career than Yolanda Adams ever have. Twin, where have you been? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody don't love. That song is great. Body to body. You can't get away from it. It's an amazing song. Made for Me is an amazing song. Carlita, I don't know how you can't. I don't know how y'all. Oh, you can't listen to it because it stay with you all day. Tweet is great too. Tweet got a great voice. She just never got the songs to put her over the top. Carlita, you can't hate that song. Listen, if you tell me you hate Made for Me, Uncle Charlie do too much telling his name. Uncle Charlie been shit in the tweet, tweet, tweet. He gonna do that one run in every single song. Every single, I'm like, yo, Uncle Charlie. Girl, I never felt this way. Shit in the tweet, tweet, tweet. It don't matter what song he's in. He's gonna do that run. Girl, I never felt this way. Every single time. Uncle Charlie. I love Uncle Charlie. He been with the Gap Band. Girl, so I'm standing, yeah. I'm on another song, let's run. Lord, you know I'm blessed, you know. You're going to do it to everyone. I can't stand it. Kalante Gavin is a monster. Kalante Gavin is a monster. Wait till he grow up. Kalante going to be dope. I just get tired of hearing ooh-ee. I get tired. I be like, Charlie, this is the 50th ooh-ee. You ooh-ee in every song, Charlie? How did y'all not know it was Uncle Charlie? I don't watch The Masked Singer. I think the whole premise of the show is retarded. But how do you not know that was him? Because he's going, could you please sing the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, ooh-ee. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, ooh-ee. That's his trademark. You don't need a trademark in your song. Shit in the tweet, tweet, tweet. I used to have a song about that. I used to have a joke about that. I should tell that joke more often. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. Shit in the tweet, tweet, tweet. It's his trademark. 52 minutes after the hour of us being on the show. It's 26 after the hour as far as time is concerned. We're going to get into this news, weather, and sports. Last night, we had an argument. You told me you love me. The Chicago Bulls won last night. They put the Atlanta Hawks out the playoffs. Neither one of them should be playing for the playoffs. If you don't win half your games, you shouldn't be playing with playing basketball, but they did. So they won. And then the 76ers beat the Heat last night in this whole play-in situation, which is so crazy. So you still got that going on. So NBA playoffs is in full swing. The thing that I'm seeing the most now, Michael Jackson has Shimon. Now, Lynn, you told me specifically to do this subject about the ladies so that you could come in here and fight for Grace Jones being one of the best singers of all time on the ladies' side. I think the Celtics are winning the championship. I think that's what it is. Lynn, man, you ain't even come in to fight for Grace Jones. One of the big things I've been seeing recently is everybody upset about Caitlin Clark's rookie contract in the WNBA. And if you are upset about Caitlin Clark's contract, then you are brand new to basketball. If you think Caitlin Clark's basketball contract is unfair, then you don't know anything about basketball. You don't know anything about professional sports. You just don't get it. Now, Caitlin Clark is going to go play professional basketball in the WNBA, and she's gonna make a good job money. It's about $76,000 this year. That's a good job. That's a good job. That's shipyard money. She's making good money. And now the comparison is that the top pick in the NBA is gonna make $10.5 million. That's more than good money. You're not retiring off of 1 year in the WNBA. And some people are going to say that is wrong. Look at the WNBA. Since its inception 20-something years ago, the WNBA has never made money. The WNBA has never made money. It is a business that has never had money made. They've never been in the black, always been in the red. They've always been in the red. The WNBA is in the red. They do not do women's basketball wrong. No one watches women's basketball. This season was an anomaly. It took them having this is why the Caitlin Clark argument works for me when people say Caitlin Clark was the greatest player of all time. The Caitlin Clark argument works because people actually watched women's basketball because of Caitlin Clark. If you don't believe me, Caitlin Clark, every game that Caitlin Clark played in, that was a big game, ended up being the highest watched game ever. You can try to say it was Angel Reese, but her game the next week against South Carolina, which does not have the preeminent stars on it that LSU did, still broke the record. They beat the men's game. Nobody watches. The simple questions: how many teams are there in the WNBA? 9 out of 10 people can't tell you. Man, no idea. Who won the WNBA championship the last 2 seasons? Most people can't tell you. Avid sports fans can. It's the Las Vegas Aces. They won the last 2 championships. There's only 12 teams in the WNBA. 30 in the NBA. Each year, revenue-wise, the NBA makes billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. They make billions of dollars. The NBA makes so much money that they fund the WNBA. If we can talk about it, even the stars of women's basketball never made anybody watch basketball. The Houston Comets were so great. They were winning, and their team still folded. They were winning the championship. The Big Three made more money than the WNBA. So not only do you have to support the WNBA, you got to support it for more than a year. That's why there's so much vitriol towards Caitlin Clark. Because these women who've been playing professional basketball for years, decades, they be like, dog, we've been balling. Candace Parker's been amazing. I love me some Candace Parker. I tell you how far back I go. I can't ever say I was a fan of Cheryl Miller. Can't say that. But Shamiqua Holdsclaw, my life, my love, I give to you, Shamiqua. They've been great. People have got to watch it. The NBA plays 82 games a year, 41 home games. If I own a NBA franchise, 41 games will be played in my arena. I'm making money 41 times a year. The entire WNBA season is 42 games. 42. That's the entire season. Plus, they're going to hold them in smaller arenas. And for the most part, those arenas ain't going to sell out. Did you just say Brittany Griner's expecting the baby? That's what now. It's time for me to go. I'm not even doing the word of the day. None of that stuff. There is not a discrepancy. You cannot pay. Listen, if I wait tables at IHOP, I'm not going to make the same amount of money I make waiting tables at Ruth Chris. This is a reality. You can say, well, both of them are waiting tables, but look at where they both waiting tables at. I'm waiting tables at IHOP. You waiting tables at Ruth Chris. There's levels to it. Doesn't make you any different. Doesn't make you any worse. If I'm a cook at IHOP, I'm not making what a cook at Ruth Chris is making. If I'm a cook at IHOP, I'm not making what a chef makes. It's just there's levels to it. You get paid based on what your business makes. The WNBA does not make money. This is a fact. People don't care about women's basketball. The NBA, the National Basketball Association, where men are playing, is a worldwide phenomenon. China, Budapest. You got to remember, whether right or wrong, there's still a lot of countries that won't watch women's basketball simply because they don't believe women should be playing sports. There are a lot of countries. Go look it up. Even today, even in the year of our Lord 2024, there are countries who don't send teams to the Olympics or women teams because they don't believe women should be playing sports. The misogyny in those countries is so thick. You better not. You'll die trying to be a woman playing sports. They don't believe in it. So they definitely not watching. Their misogyny doesn't allow them to go and watch. Women's basketball has become more entertaining. It has. But it still ain't there yet. I can be 100% honest about it. I enjoy watching the game because I enjoy sports, but I'm also somebody to go watch Little League games. I'll go watch a rec league team. It's just what it is. It's just a different sport. It's a good game. It's just a different game. Here's when you'll be able to say that the women's game deserves as much as the men's game. Bowling, women and men should be paid the same. Women's bowling, men's bowling, same game, same skill. You can't say a guy is predisposed to be a better bowler than a woman. Bowling, same. They should get the same pay scale. Cornhole, same pay scale. Any of those games. When you can literally put the women and the men in there and they can play the same game, the conditions don't vary, now we can talk. Even golf is a little bit different because if you ever play golf, you realize the men have to hit from further than the women do. James, I don't agree with soccer. The only thing about soccer is in America, the women should be paid the same. And first of all, Gary, don't talk about my sport. You know, pickleball is my sport. And yes, I think the women can be paid as much as the men in pickleball because a lot of times you play in mixed doubles, and you can play 2 women against 2 men in pickleball. The only reason I say soccer is in America, women's soccer has been more successful, generates more money than men's soccer. But I don't think anybody on the women's national team makes the men's team. You can't put those two in the same category and be like, all right, we have an open tryout. The best 11 players are going to make the team. The best 15 players are going to make the team. I don't think any of those will be the women. I think the same thing with basketball. If we had an open tryout right now and we took the best 100 basketball players, they're going to make this team. The best 100. Hey, Kimberly, I hope you get out. I hope you can come back tomorrow. If you took basketball and said we're just gonna let the best 100 basketball players, regardless of gender, play 98 men, maybe 99. I don't know a woman that's gonna make the team. Caitlin Clark is an amazing shooter. I don't think she makes the team. Cardosa is 6'7". I don't think she makes the team. She's 6'7", but she can't jump. Giovanna, you can wow, but this is a reality. If you say give me the 100 best basketball players, regardless of gender, not gonna be able to make it. Just because of the way that women and men are built differently. The physical attributes of what happens in the two sports is different. There's one thing that can show you the very, very difference in men's basketball and women's basketball. If a woman dunks a basketball, it's considered an amazing feat. There's no way you're playing professional basketball if you can't dunk a basketball in men's. There's just no way. It's a very, 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 very rare occasion that if you can't dunk a basketball, that you can make it in men's basketball. Steph Curry can, he just doesn't. There's not a woman in the game right now that could post up Joel Embiid. There's not a woman in the game that stands in front of Tyrese Maxey and can check him 90 feet. That's just a reality. It may sound harsh, but if you took the 100 best, if you took the 200 best, 196 men. I'm talking about in the world, Craig. In the world. Can't do it. And that's why there's a discrepancy there. It has nothing to do with anything but the facts. Women, y'all can be mad if you want to. I don't care. Giovanni, you don't even watch basketball. You don't even watch basketball. You can't even comment on it. You don't even watch basketball. The NFL is it's just nothing. The physicality alone. Track and field, maybe. But I don't think you're going to have any of them dominant, though. I don't think you have. The world record in the 100 meters the women's 100 meters world record is a 10.49. That's the world record. 10.49. That means the fastest woman ever to run the 100 meters is 10.49. You're not qualifying for the finals as a man if you run a 10.49. You just not. That's just a reality. The world record. The world record for the 100 meters is 9.58 seconds, a whole second faster. You're not going to qualify if you run a 10.49. That's just how it happens. That's just the reality. That's why there's different races. Volleyball I love volleyball too. See, I love sports. I'm a sports guy. Volleyball is still different. The guys that are playing volleyball are playing at a completely different level than the women. The ability to jump, the ferocity with which they hit the ball with, it's going to be different. Women can play volleyball with men. It's just going to be different. Let's get to this word of the day. I done held y'all too long. It's been so long. The word of the day. The word of the day is one of my favorite words to use. Scrabble. I'm an avid Scrabble player. I love playing Scrabble. I'm really good at it. Don't embarrass yourself. The word of the day is qua, Q-U-A, qua, Q-U-A. It is the word that gets you out of trouble with that Q. There's two words in Scrabble that you got to know. A lot of y'all may not know this. Qua and cat, Q-A-T, is a word that'll get you out of trouble in Scrabble. When you down to the wire, you ain't got nothing but that Q. Q words, Q-I, Q-A-T, Q-U-A. You got to know it. Qua is a preposition used in formal speech or writing that means in the capacity or character of someone or something. It is used synonymously with as to indicate that someone or something is being referred to or thought about in a particular way. The artist, qua artist, is less interesting to me than the artist as a human being. The artist, qua artist, is less interesting to me than the artist as a human being. Oh yeah, and quo is not an accepted word in Scrabble. When we talk about status quo, quo is not an accepted word. It's not an accepted word. Quo is not an accepted word, and I don't know why though. Used chiefly in the first and third person with a post-positive subject. Quid pro quo. I think it's because it's Latin. I think that's because it's Latin. We had a fantastic day on a Thursday, man. We found out there's a lot of great singers out there. There's a lot of great basketball players, and the top 300 of them aren't women. I think if we were to go to top 300, then we could get a couple of ladies in there. We can get a couple of ladies in there. Man, have a fantastic Thursday. It's the setup for the weekend. It's trash day for me. So I'm going to go out there and check and see how that works. And quote works in the penitentiary. Well, listen, I'm not trying to. Now that one right there, I'm not even challenging. Whatever words they put up in the penitentiary, I'm not fighting it. You can put whatever letters down there you want to. I'm just like, that seems like a word to me. It seems like a word to me. I'm not fighting y'all. I'm not getting shanked over Scrabble. There's some things I'm going to stand on business on. I'm not getting shanked for Scrabble. Just letting y'all know that off the top. Man, everybody have a fantastic day, man. You know what it is, man. Make sure you love on somebody today. Big shout out to one of my sponsors. Where's it at? Affiliated Athletics, man. I got on the shirt. Got on my Wilson versus everybody shirt today. I got my Don't Vote For Me. Don't vote for me. Just don't vote for them shirt. Z said, hug somebody today, man. People are really out there battling alone out there. And I learned yesterday, man, people value hugs. Like if you can hug right, I think the saying is if you can hug right, you can love right. I don't know if that's acceptable. Just if you out hugging people today, just make sure you keep a crotch distance. Make sure you keep appropriate crotch. The hug goes wrong when you throw that crotch up. Make sure you keep your crotch in reverse if you're out there hugging people today. Hug somebody, but keep your crotch in reverse. Hug them, but keep your crotch in reverse. It'll be fantastic, man. Hey, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll do this all over again on tomorrow. I love y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a fantastic day. Check out Churchy on BET Plus. We still pushing, trying to get season 2 to get approved. So y'all keep watching, man. Just keep us in the loop. All right. And if nothing else, man, you can support the show $1 a day. Cletus Comedy. Y'all know how it is. I'm out, man. I love y'all. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off